Welcome to an hour of power. I am Keith Anthony Blanchard, spiritual teacher, musician, author of the best-selling book Homecoming: Crossing the Bridge to the Soul, and your host of Center of Light. Let's dive in. Hello everyone, Keith Anthony Blanchard here, Center of Light Radio, spiritual technologies. Diving into the software, not being so hard on ourselves and wearing that, weighing us down. It is Tuesday night. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you will find Center of Light Radio here on this platform. As you know now, all of my work is shifting to Center of Light on Facebook and YouTube. It's posted on my personal wall, but it's not going to be launched from my personal wall. This weekend, Halloween weekend, oh my God, listen up, I got something to tell you. This weekend, Halloween weekend, it's going to be a full moon on Halloween. Just so happens I'm going to be in Florida doing a keynote speaking presentation as well as a experiential workshop. Homecoming: Crossing the Bridge to the Soul, my new bestseller as of March 1st. But in Florida, and that link is going to be posted now. If you have not purchased Homecoming: Crossing the Bridge to the Soul, that link will take you to Amazon where you can do just that. But if you have read the book and you're digging it, go to that same link and leave a review. This would be ample time to do that, to support my work and this very simple gesture. I am going to be in Florida this weekend doing a workshop called Crossing the Bridge to the Soul Experiential, keyword here, really powerful word, workshop. In this workshop, I'm going to bring some points across, some awareness tricks, if you will. There are no tricks, there's only truth. But I'm going to open you up by guiding your awareness to different focal points. And you will experience, at least for a moment, a glimpse of your soul. And then the work begins because you got a taste of the garden. We all dwell in the garden when we're happy and blissful. This is a greater capacity of what I call garden. This is cosmic. This is divine. When you get a glimpse of your real self, now I have something to look forward to. It motivates you to want to be noble, the best human you can be every day, to expand to become all that you are. What else is there? Tonight, my guest is Dr. Sunny Kaur, and we're going to be talking about soul voice. We're going to get to that very, very shortly. I'm looking at my notes. I have notes. I have things I have to do. So at this workshop, this coming weekend, I'm going to give you a glimpse of your soul. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to facilitate something that will launch you into your inner dimension of your dynamic, beautiful, sexy human self. I'm going to be bringing forth a breathing technique that will help you not only to manifest, I know this sounds pseudo-spirituality. It's not. A breathing technique that will help you to imbue, impregnate your desires, your creations you are wanting to bring to you. They're actually already with you. It's a matter of the intention opening you up via that awareness to be able to spot these so-called alignments, synchronicities, miracles, these things that you desire. But also this same breathing technique will help you to blast, and I use that word deliberately, blast through anything that may happen to you in a moment, just like that. Something just happened. Oh my God. I get it. And you want to be with that, oh my God, it hurts kind of thing for a moment. So you can taste the beauty and the sacredness of it as to why you would call on your divine maker in the first place. Oh my God. But when you're done with that, this breathing technique will help you to move through the energy that truly, by nature of the energy itself, it wants to become static. It wants to anchor itself inside of you, which could cause future unconscious problems. So when something happens, you start this breathing technique and it will help you to keep your vibration high so that basically this energy, this new situation slides off you like syrup. It won't stick and become a part of the future problem. I will be taking a Q&A. I will also be helping you to get out of the noise of the world. Look around you. The world is pretty noisy, isn't it? But really, that's not what I'm going to do. I led you into that because you understand it. What I am going to do is lead you out of the noise of yourself. And then when you do that, suddenly through the silence, the new world appears. Let me tell you about my guest tonight. I'm doing my little dance. Hello, Robert. Hello, Sana. All you sexy, beautiful, human, divine creatures. Let me tell you about my guest. My guess, a year and a half, a year and 18, a year and 3/4, we talked on Facebook. I was at a gig. I remember this clearly. I was on break, and we talked about getting her in Center of Light Radio, and it's happening tonight. A lot of my guests, when they come on the Center of Light Radio, before they do, we do the email dialogue. They say, "What do you want me to talk about?" I'm like, "No, don't put that on me. This is your platform. Tell me what makes your heart on fire. Tell me what makes you zing." And my guest tonight, Dr. Sunny Kaur, says, "Really? Like, oh my God, in a happy way, really? But like, really? Is it?" And she said, and I said, yes. And she says, "My primary passion would be my direct, intense, intense, keyword, direct, intense, and immense connection with the divine source." I said, "Oh my God, I can't wait to have this dialogue." Let me tell you what she says. "I founded an organization called Soulful Connections Private Limited at a global platform in August 2014. Soulful Connections is an organization that celebrates life and is an attribute to the divine creator. We work towards the betterment and refinement of humanity, uplifting, enriching, and elevating each being in the process." Hence the word forgiveness and the spiritual principle that we should all engage more. "To lift all of humanity, not some, uplifting, enriching, and elevating each being in the process, so that each one of us can be human enough to help elevate each other while celebrating this beautiful gift of life. Soulful Connections believes in living life and not just existing." Oh my God, that's exactly what I say all the time. There's a huge difference between existing and living. Through our sessions, we guide you to help celebrate and cherish life each moment. Soulful Connection strongly believes in the oneness of humanity, irrespective of color, creed, race, religion, and nationality. We believe and advocate that our prime religion is one: humanity first always, where an individual lives by the soul, reaching higher levels of spiritual awakening and feeling one, not two, not me and God. There is nothing else. I am so connected to my divine parent, I lost all that I thought was me in the first place. It's the only way you're going to become conscious of all that is. There's no other way around. Divine consciousness. Soulful Connections offers life coaching, motivational, and inspirational talks. Anxiety management, very powerful and important in this time we're living in. Lifestyle designing, I love that. Lifestyle management, psychological brainstorming, and counseling to parents, teachers, students, young children, the elderly, psychiatric patients, and to those who have lost their loved ones. Please do me a favor and go to all of these links from Dr. Sunny Kaur. Stomp all over her work. Make a big stank. Let her know you have arrived there. I'm sure she'll take care of you, whatever your needs may be. Welcome to Center of Light, Dr. Sunny.
Hi.
All the way from India.
First of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and this platform. And I would like to thank each and everyone for being here and coming here. And let's together welcome whoever comes here and will be watching us later or now. So very warm welcome with a lot of greetings, love and light.
You're my sister already. You always have been, but I'm really loving it. Before I brought
We are soul family. So
right before I brought you on, I reintroduced something you said to me was, well, my divine passion is divine creator and that connection to it.
yes.
I'm going to assume you grew up, well, because you grew up in India, your culture is very rich and many different sects, religions. I mean, not only Hinduism, there's Christianity, there's Jainism, there's a lot there. If you don't mind me asking, what was your cultural background in your immediate family?
I'm born in a Sikh family, which is the latest religion on this globe, Sikhism, if you know about it, anything. But I'm not a religious person, first of all. Uh, though I respect all religions, and I think religions are being misused in many ways. Every religion teaches us or shows us or guides us towards love and light. And it's been politically or otherwise in very many ways being, misuse is also not the right word. It's we need to have a stronger, intense word here. Religion are an excuse for every bad thing that happens around. So I'm from a Sikh family, and my background is pretty much different from a typical Indian family. I would say I'm a medical doctor, and I'm a daughter of a ex-diplomat. My dad was from Indian Foreign Service, and a homeopath, and a lawyer, and my mom is a MSc in chemistry. So this family is pretty much independent, and we believe in knowledge and intellectual stuff more than anything else. Uh, I would say my spiritual journey has always been there, starting from my creation, from my mother's womb and before maybe. But as I said, somebody pushes you, pulls you around, or places you in a plate which is very nourishing to you. So I was very blessed in that I got my grandfather, who was almost a saint, and this family overall has been very spiritual in varied ways. So I have never been awkwardly taken, or I won't say treated, that word is not right, though I am the odd one out. But since I was born like that, but I never felt that because they could understand me, and you know what I mean. I have been very different, but my spiritual awakening and enlightenment was much before I stepped on this planet. So it's very
India,
interesting and
India,
very.
India is very, very rich in spirituality. America is very, very rich slash poor in religion. And I take that in the context it's intended, everyone. So don't get upset. You know what I mean? In fact, if you get upset, I really don't care. I care about you, but I don't care about the nonsense. So let's not go there. But India and other parts of the world, mostly the East, they don't go around basically preaching things that they believe. In the Indian culture, it's truly about being one with the thing or the no thing that we're all truly aspiring to, whether we know it or not. That's why I want to put your picture up, this one here. You see the Hindi guy on the side meditating. He's in a monastery or a temple. Well, it's just for one, because it looks cool, but mostly because these people are serious about their connection with the divine. Where here in America, we just simply want to believe in a something. And that's what I love most about your country, where you're from, is India. They're serious about going to spirit. They're serious. I mean, they do the work in temples, the Himalayan caves, whatever it takes. And so you grew up as in the family of Sikhism, you're familiar obviously with Nanak.
Yes.
Nanak.
We have 10 gurus, and the 11th guru is a living guru, which is not a book. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is not a book, it's a living guru, if you know about it. So a Sikh is a very blessed being, because before they even land on this planet, they already have a living guru. It's very interesting, very intriguing, and a very blissful blessing.
What do you do as a doctor, as a teacher? Well, of course, you named all these things and then you threw in lawyer. I mean, you must be like, are you really that busy, or you just simply
I was
do the
telling
ones you
about my,
love?
I'm a medical doctor, and I have never taken a penny from any of my patients till now, till date. So even my counselings uh, in spiritual uh, organization, which you just mentioned, the Soulful Connections, everything has been done free till now. I have not charged anybody a single cent. in any of my counselings, my talks, and as a medical doctor too, I have not charged. I don't know about tomorrow. I live one day at a time. So till today, no, nothing, only money has gone inside, but nothing has been taken from anyone. It could be anybody, rich, poor, any, doesn't matter. It has to be a creation, creation of the divine. So we have, I am not trying to flaunt anything here. I'm just telling you the kind of work I have been doing all by myself, and till now it is all free of charge and all free of all kind of stuff. We don't even take gifts.
Wow. I understand that place. I have no excuse, but being American, I still have some of that inside of me. But I understand truly. Yeah, I still, because I guess that's what I chose this time around. But I've shaken it off like a fleas on a dog. I've done my work. I've shaken a lot of that off to where, in fact, I've been doing this for 10 years. These presentations, there's no charge. There's no sign up and you pay a certain amount to get in. People simply, by way of Lakshmi, whatever chosen deity you believe in that provides abundance in your life, brings abundance in my life. And I play music, but like you, I do what I love. Out of all the things that you do, doctor, lawyer, this, that, the other, give me a couple or three of those things that you really, really love above the others.
I didn't get you about the others.
Out of all the things that you do, doctor, lawyer, this, that, what is the one, the two that you most love?
My dad, Keith, I am not a lawyer. I'm a medical doctor and a counselor.
I thought I heard you add lawyer to the list. I thought I heard you say lawyer.
I was telling about the background of my parents. My dad was, I lost my dad in 2018. He was an ex-diplomat from Foreign Service and a lawyer and a homeopathic doctor. I am a medical doctor.
You work every day or when you're called every day?
I work every day, yes.
So would you be considered an MD? Is that the field you work in, a medical doctor? Just medical doctor, or is there a certain field?
Yeah, I am seeing all kinds of patients. Since Corona is going on, we are looking mostly at these patients, and I specifically like to see dermatology patients, because that's my field of interest.
Tell me about Soul Voice. I've been watching or looking at your different memes that you post every day. I do the same, but I love yours. I love someone that I resonate with. And you will say this one paragraph at most of this beautiful thing that you can just meditate on all day long as you go about your day, whoever you are. Tell me about this Soul Voice. And feel free to just explode, be yourself. You don't have to hold back, whatever that is for you.
See, for me, the soul voice is your divine source talking to you. It's God's voice. I don't understand when people talk about your soul, my soul, my soul is like this, my soul is here, and your soul is. If you are talking about soul, it's a collective thing. A soul, the love and light inside us is from the divine. So how come we are demarcating that? So let me not deviate. First, I will be discussing this elaborately a little if I get a chance. Let me just focus on what you asked, the soul voice. The soul voice is the divine voice. It's your voice of your highest consciousness. The labels don't matter, like you see in my work. I always talk about that labels don't matter. But when we express in some language, we need to put labels, right? We have a name. Like people call me Sunny, Dr. Kaur, Dr. Sunny, whatever. So it's a label. It doesn't matter anyhow. So soul is genderless, formless, we vibe here. So you know what I'm talking about, where I'm coming from. So people who don't know themselves, first of all, is knowing yourself, and then is listening to this voice inside. This voice everybody has. Nobody here is extra, superior, or special. We are all unique, but we need to be knowing ourselves, and then after knowing ourselves, which is the basic process, we will hear this voice. All of us will hear this voice because it is God's voice telling us, guiding us, sharing with us. God is not somebody standing with a stick or a cane to beat us up or punish us, which is a picture which is portrayed by many cultures. So, soul voice is your best friend. It's the voice. It always tells you, you know, it. You don't need a life coach. You don't need anybody actually, a teacher or a guru. You are a teacher within. Everything lies here right within you. So if you follow that soul voice, you will never go wrong. You will know your divine purpose, why you are here. You will know almost everything. You won't have apprehensions, you won't have anxiety. Actually, it is all connected. It is a big, huge globe, a person starting from here, connecting to himself or herself, and then starting to knowing herself, himself, whatever. Let's not go into genders. Then once you know yourself, you start hearing this beautiful voice inside, which is the soul voice. And it's very important. You can have n numbers of gurus, you can have n numbers of life coaches. Nothing's gonna happen unless your journey within has started. You have to go within. Only then these guys or your parents or your teachers or your mentors, whoever, whatever labels you are amalgamating here and collecting, doesn't matter. The internal thing has to start first. The external thing doesn't happen. Like in healing, since I'm a doctor, the healing starts within. I can sit near the patient 24/7. It's not going to help the patient unless something within starts. So, similarly, it's a journey inside, the soulful journey, the spiritual journey. You can call it anything. Again, like I said, labels don't matter. It's the action. It's your intention. It's it's what you are here for, basically. Do we all think that this whole planet is piled up just for nothing? We are all here for something. Each one of us is very special. We are a divine brand. Just imagine how beautiful it is. So why can't we all recognize that, feel that, and then walk on our specific soul journeys, spiritual journeys? Nobody can walk your journey. Nobody can walk it. You alone have to walk your spiritual journey. And people alongside can walk with you, elevate you, help you, smile at you. They can just go hand in hand with you, compliment you. They can't do more than this. Each one of us has to walk our own journey. And it's a very beautiful, though a very short journey. And soul journey will never end. The body will perish. It has to perish. We are aging every moment. We all are aging. Each moment we are aging. We can't deny that or hide that. Like people are always trying to hide their age, which is so stupid. This body will perish one day, one fine day, that specific divine timing. It has to perish. But the soul journey is eternal. It will carry on. And it is going to go merge with that divine source, the source light. This is what I see it as. So there are perspectives, there are outlooks. We need to respect each other. We need to have a lot of reverence for all these such talks. We are sharing here. There is no point of argument, and there should be no comparison in soul journey. People compare. They say we are in this dimension, you are in that dimension. What is this going on? Unless the whole collective rises, you cannot rise. Now, if we both are in a room, you are feeling hot or you are feeling cold, you are going to on the fireplace. The heat is going to come to me as well, right? it's going to come to me too. So it's the rise of the collective force, the rise of the collective frequencies, the rise of the collective energies. So it begins with a small flame called the soul voice. This is how it begins. The journey begins here with the soul voice.
So someone just heard you deliciously describe soul voice, and they say, "I want some of that. I really want some of what Dr. Sunny just said. I want some of that. I want some of that." Maybe they even tried some of that, and they may not be having such success as you, as me, as many of us. What would you suggest to someone who has the passion that you and I have, but are just not having the luck of actually making that connection? How can someone make the connection to soul voice without a doubt?
Like I said, the journey starts from knowing yourself. People are doing so much acting, drama, melodramas, People are flaunting, faking. Why do you have to do that? Be yourself. So the first basic founding step is to be yourself, your true self, whatever you are, the true nature, the you as you are, You not. I want. How do I explain this? Not saying how, if I do this, what will people say? Not that is not you. You are you. You do what you want to do. You walk the way you want to walk. You dress up the way you want to dress up. You speak the way you want to speak. I know resources is a question here. Some people don't have the resources, they would say. They can't just jump from one country to another. You need resources. I am not going into complicated things. First is a simple thing, being yourself. How many people on this earth right now are themselves?
Not many.
Not much.
Not
Not
many.
much. So if your basic step is not done, you have not done kindergarten, and you want to sit in class 9, how is it possible? It's not possible. If you are yourself, unconditionally loving yourself and accepting yourself, recognizing yourself, these are steps, feeling yourself, and then comes your purpose. You don't give a damn after that. If you have done this step, you don't give a damn. Oh, how am I looking? What will they say? How do I talk? How do I walk? Oh, I was there. What will my parents say when they come to know that I was here? You know, once this step is clear and you move forward, these are stages. So as you clear these stages, you will start hearing this soul voice. A time comes. There is a timing for everything. Like in school, we do grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, So people who are not started anywhere, let's say on the soulful journey or the spiritual journey, which is a common word people are using, say they are zero, let's say, just for saying. I am not calling anyone zero, please. Say, let's say I am beginning from zero today. So my first step will be to be myself, irrespective of everything, irrespective of what he will say, what my parents will think of me, what my siblings will see, what he thinks, will I ever find a good guy, what will happen. Leave all this crap. You are not here to find anyone, please. There is nobody here sitting for you to inflame soulmate. I don't know what people are looking for. They waste their whole life doing this. They say we need a teacher to tell us. We need a life coach. There are swimming coaches. There are lifeguards. I don't know why you need a life coach for coaching your soulful journey. Maybe somebody to guide you, yes. But you have to initiate that whole process. Unless you put that flame inside, nothing is going to happen. It is not going to happen. It starts
Wow.
from you, within you.
I always
Within
say
you.
that.
And everything is inside you. The whole blueprint is with you. You are carrying it all the time, each breath. Just like the body with the DNA, the soul is with the blueprint.
That is absolutely phenomenal. Truly. I always say that if we don't understand the puny self, what we think we are, if we can't graduate not from, but through that, how can we ever expect to be in a cave of samadhi with God and understand what that is? If we can't understand the small self fully, how do we ever expect to understand the majesty? So
Yes.
we can never get to God until we go through what we know as us. It will never happen. It's not about this being that is up here or out there. I understand that model because it creates humility. I need to show respect for something that is sacred and beautiful. So I'm going to get on my knees and say, I don't know as much as I thought I did. So impregnate me with your truth. And that works for however many years it takes to work. But when that begins to happen and it's run its course, then you realize that there is nothing else. It's actually you. It lives in you. What lives in you creates worlds and universes. And it's never started and it will never end. It just freaking infinitely is. So that's the work. We've all lost sight because we're trying so hard to look so close at something when what it really requires is perspective, a pulled back perspective, launching yourself divinely, cosmically, stellar wise to a greater capacity to see the grander scope of what's happening. Would you say that would be considered a language to be able to pull back enough to where you understand the information that is in between the noise?
All lies inside, which no one is even looking. It's like a little funny thing. That whole life I kept looking for somebody and the person was right next to me. Imagine. And this is not even right next. It's within you, right within you. And you are searching everywhere. Something you are carrying with you as you were born. We have been given everything by God. We don't need anything. It's all given to us. But in this material noise, we have lost it all. Everybody is in the material rush. The Madonna Material Girl song is running in my ears right now. It has happened to all of us. But the rare ones are there. Soulful ones are there still. Doesn't matter to them.
Do you
Noise doesn't disturb you, ever. Once you are connected to your supreme consciousness, there is no noise, there is only music. It's all music. Can you hear my birds? It's early morning here.
do you follow, I understand what you and I talked about. I understand you and I's connection already. I do. Though I know it's me. I follow deities because it does continue to create a humility in me. For example, if I want to learn karate and my black belt teacher walks next to me, I'm like, I would have no choice to go, that's my teacher, y'all. He's a badass. I need to respect him. That being said, I went to India in 2000, as I told you earlier today, and I went to Sai Baba's ashram. That was an integration level for me. He came to me in a dream and said, come see me. And I said, how will I do that? He said, don't worry about it. I got it. 2 weeks later, I get a phone call from a lady I've never met who says, Keith, I heard you want to go to India. I said, yes, ma'am. She says, I'm a flight attendant. Can I give you a round trip ticket, first class, to go see your holy man that I heard you want to go see? I was like, what? So I wrote this book because of it. I took my tape recorder and logged everything. And I've seen miracle, Sonny. I've seen it. And I'm not blaming it or praising it on Sai Baba. But at the same time, I am, because he's a reflection of that which I'm trying to, no, not trying, I am aspiring to. But all that being said, I understand the purpose of a deity is to remind you of the divinity that you're trying to acquire and or be. Do you follow some sort of deity model at all, be it Nanak, Baba, whoever, anything. And you don't have to disclose that. I mean, do you use that as a leverage to give you some sort of momentum when you launch? You just go inside and you're done. That's it. All right?
don't even have to go inside now because I am
Right.
always with God.
I love it.
I'm always with God. I don't need anybody. I don't need any medium. I don't need any channel. And I'm in so much gratitude. I am in so much gratitude, immense gratitude. Each breath of mine is in gratitude to God because I feel so blessed, and I feel that I can never be thankful enough to God, the Creator, Almighty, Divine Source, whatever people want to call it, him, her, you know. I don't want to get into arguments. When I talk, people have these arguments. Why did you say he? Why did you say him? Why did you say it? So I would say the divine source. So I don't follow anybody. I don't even look at anybody or compare. I think our soul journeys are not to be compared. This is another big blunder we commit. We start comparing when we are with our soul tribe. We start comparing journeys, or we start exchanging notes in order to compare. I think there is no comparison. Each journey is very beautiful, just as each one of us is very uniquely beautiful and special for the divine. And I won't call any human being a creator like many people do, because once you are in this perishable human body, you are a co-creator. You are not a creator. Yes, the soul is a creator, but the soul in a body, in this mortal body, is a co-creator. So I wanted to clear that point here. And yes, I would clearly speak out and say I don't follow any mortal person or any deity uh, anytime. I never did, and I don't do till today.
That is phenomenal. And I do understand the leverage it gives us. And one, I just like being around illumined people. You, John Doe, Jill Doe, my friend, my cousin. I like
Yes.
being around lumen people. And the reason I call out for me people like Baba or Swamji Visva Yogi is because when I get to physically be in their proximity, it's like I'm hanging around some really serious, light filled, love filled, charged people. But what I would call what you and I and many of us are experiencing when we understand that there is nothing else. It's me. Has the universe conspired for not billions, infinity wise of years so that we can find ourselves in this very spot to realize how majestic we actually are? Well, the answer is absolutely yes. There is nothing else. But what I call this stage that you, I, and many of us are in is the graduation level. We have the initiation level. I understand this idea. Integration level is I like this idea a whole lot and I want some more of that. And the graduation level is I'm beyond the idea itself. Is that how it feels to you to be in such a place of knowledge that you don't follow someone because you really not only understand, you know it from soul to bones that you are connected to the all. You are the all at your essence. Is that how it feels to you?
No, I won't put it that way. It's not because there is no need for that. You know, you go to a well to get water, you go to sea to get water, and a sea, a ocean. Do you ever go? If you go ask the sea, do you want to be the ocean? The sea will think I am stupid to even ask that question, because a river, a sea, an ocean, they are flowing in their own flow in a particular direction, and they don't know if they are ocean, sea, or whatever. They are just water and they are flowing to their destination. So they don't need anyone as they flow. So I'm not saying I am so somebody exceptional or powerful or complete in every sense or whole. Yes, we are all whole, you know. We are made whole. Nobody of us is incomplete. I said we lost that thing in the noise, in the mortal noise. I didn't ever feel the need because probably whatever I needed, everything was laid in the plate. And as I said, my family was such. Maybe it has been chosen in a way by the divine. My grandfather, gave me enough spiritual, I won't say knowledge, because since I'm born like that, it was maybe a diet kind of a thing. The soul also needs food. So I already had that soul food in this family, because this family is extremely spiritual.
Dr. Sunny, people here in the West, I totally get you. I totally do. But people here in the West, even though it is the truth, it's not so easy because you, I, and many of us of the like, we don't have such negative karmic charge to our experience. We've done the work, and we're still doing work. But for some people, hence the reason they are born in the the West, and they follow the models that they do in the way they live their life. It's so not so cut and dried. So you and I, it's like, oh wow, I get it. That's everything. There's no need to think about or do this kind of thing. What will you suggest for those who want? Again, I asked this question earlier. Want this level of joy without effort and struggle? How do you suggest that they put down this model of religious belief? And when I say religion, I don't mean Christianity or Buddhism or Muslim. I mean a thought process that they do religiously. Would you suggest meditation? Do you meditate? And if so, could you share a particular way that we can fall inside of ourselves to meet this place of being that you are so fortunate to be in?
See, in every lifetime, some people won't even believe there are lifetimes. There are all kinds of arguments, all kinds of outlooks, all kinds of perspectives. You know that. So if I say that, follow this, follow that, each to their own. So if someone's medicine can be another man's poison, I am that kind of a doctor believer. So everything doesn't suit everyone. Like I said, you have to know yourself and then see what suits you. It is nothing wrong to follow a mentor or to have a teacher or a guide. Nothing wrong in that. But I was talking about my individual journey, that I have not required anybody. But you never know tomorrow. And also, there are karmic debts. Some people are carrying previous or current karmic debts, so they might not be destined to be on a particular soulful journey. I don't know if you believe in that, which I'm sharing right now. Plus, there is a divine timing to things. If a thing has to happen, it will first follow divine order, divine will, and
Correct.
divine timing.
So you're speaking about
If,
Leela.
so I don't know about who I speak about.
No,
My
but
soul is
you know
telling
what the
me
word Leela, you know what the word Leela means? It in your
Leela,
culture, it means divine
is it
sport or
Hindi?
play. Yes, in
Is it
Hindi.
Hindi word? Leela
Yeah,
means
it's play, sport.
something, I don't
It's
know
the
how.
doing of everything is the doing of God, and trouble happens in one's life when they don't recognize that.
No, everything is not God's doing, because how do you get your karmas? God is not telling you. You have choice and free will. Remember that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Everything is the will of God, and when we don't follow and or recognize that, we make bad choices that puts us in the wheel of karma. So God's
Yes.
will is everything, and
So
we need to
if,
relax to be into that
if
experience.
yeah, I don't know, Leela, and all. Sorry about that, but what I feel, I am just sharing that as it is flowing. I'm sharing. It comes when I talk impromptu. It comes from the divine source, and I share it with everybody. This is how I am. So, if your karma, and people define karma differently. They say once you have done a bad deed, it's you have gathered karmic depth or karmic bad karmic energy, and so on and so forth. For me, I feel if you have bad intention for someone, you have bad thoughts, sickening thoughts for someone, or some sick plan for someone to harm somebody, or jealousy, lust, greed, murdering someone, even that is bad karma for in my definition. People will disagree here. They will say we didn't do anything wrong. If you ill treat someone, you harass, you torture people for nothing, that is all bad karma. God is never asking any of us to be like this. God doesn't treat or teach any one of us, because we are all God's creation. And when we create somebody, like parents, look at parents, do they ever do bad for their children or even think bad for their children? Never. Even if a child is bad, parents never. They always love their children. They adore their children. Same is with God. It's similar. So if we are collecting karmic debts or bad karmic energy, it has to come back to us. So, how can that person or that being go into a soulful journey or even meditate peacefully? You have to have peace of mind for such things first. You have to be at inner peace first to start a soulful journey or a simple spiritual journey. So, and as I said, everything happens in divine timing. There is a timing assigned for everything. Like we are talking today here on this platform. This is
Took us
divine
two.
timing.
It took us 2 years.
Yes,
Right?
yes. It took us 2 years to be here. So it is divine timing and divine will that we are here. So I will not say that God creates. Yes, God is the creator. I reverently believe that. But we are co-creators. If I keep sitting in one corner a whole day, do nothing, God will come and do it. That's stupid. That's foolishness. It's not never gonna happen. Each one of us is assigned something.
Would you say God is not only the creator of reality, but God is reality? Everything else that falls short of that is the illusion created by our own nonsense.
Yeah, this
Right?
this whole thing is illusionary. This body, because if you move this body right now, inside is God. If your soul, you have already recognized and felt it, you are the creator, you are God. The story is over here, finished.
It's over. The game is over.
Finito.
It's that easy. It's over.
Finito.
That's right.
Yes.
And it never started, nor will it ever end. It's just simply an act. Again, I go back to the word Leela. The idea is that everything is creator in motion, and what we bring to the table that is not in alignment with that very inner peace that you talked about, we can never align with the cosmic peace or the infinite peace. If we can't even understand this little piece of ourselves, it's truly impossible. I mean, if you can't eat a bite of an apple, how do you ever expect to swallow the whole thing in one bite? Adam and
Yes.
Eve?
If you don't go to the river to get water or to the kitchen to get a glass of water, no one will bring it to you. No
Wow.
one will bring, okay, I can bring food to you, but you have to eat it, right? You have to eat it and consume it, digest it. It's you have to do it. A doctor can only give you a prescription, but you have to follow it. There are so many small, silly examples to show what God is doing. So, similarly, everyone has to do that. It has to come from within. But instead, people are running here and there. They are going to psychics, tarot readers, read my cards. When I'm going to be awakened? When will I light up? Oh my God.
Will I get my
Your
soulmate?
candle is right here.
Will I
Put
get my
the flame.
soulmate?
Put the flame. When will I meet my twin flame? When will I be happy? When will I marry? When will I have children? How many will I have? How many men? Oh my God. I go crazy seeing that.
Drama.
When will you be happy? It's all now. Now, now, now. Who knows if the next breath is going to come? Who knows about it?
We try so hard. That's good. I want something. I'm going to get in there and do this thing because I really want it. That could be considered passion, but it also can be considered noisy effort because we're so difficult. We overshoot that which is so simple and eternal. We want God, we want God, we want God. But we don't stop to actually see what it is in the first place. It looks like this. It's just nothing. It's this beautiful idea. What is this?
Yeah.
This is a crystal ball. Okay, then let's talk about the crystal ball. The crystal ball is metaphorical for you being able to see your future, but it requires you to be present with the crystal ball, which is the third eye, the ability to see. The point is, in this beautiful in fact, there's nothing in it. All this in this is possibility. And what are you projecting into this infinite possibility? That is the significance of a crystal ball. It's all about the wielder, the soul incarnated in this human meat suit, the external noise of the world. Or when you become crystal clear, heaven and earth begins to happen, and subtly through the silence, the new world appears. The world out here, would you say, Dr. Sunny, it's not only is it illusory, it's dead. That is an old reality. It's gone. And people are holding on for dear life to that dead world. It's never coming back, would you say? The COVID world, the old world, 2019, it's never coming back, is it?
Haven't we created this COVID? I want to ask you something, if I may.
What was the question?
Aren't we the creators of coronavirus?
No, absolutely. Yes, we are. On levels we don't understand or are aware of.
We are the ones who have created this, and we are the ones who are now in this ditch together. This is
Correct.
the ditch, coronavirus, and
Yes.
we are all here. Just imagine. You think God did this to us? No.
No, we are the creators of this whole reality completely.
We are
And because it's
creating this crap.
and it's because of our lack of clarity. We were shrouded and clouded with nonsense that we find ourselves in this nonsense. Nonsense only begets nonsense. Love begets love. Clarity begets clarity. And so we are the unconscious creators that find ourselves in hello COVID-19.
Well said. Very well put in, Keith.
Dr. Sunny, thank you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Foggy that we don't know what we are doing. We are damaging ourselves with our own fog.
And it's powerful. We're creating illusion so effortlessly. And the same amount of power, in fact, non-effort, simply brings us to reality. We try so hard. We effort. When we just leave things alone and let it be, then we have the opportunity to see. Because we're not trying to always fix things. But instead, I just want to see things as they are. And to me, it looks quite delicious and beautiful. I think that truly lifts one's vibration to beauty. We will never see beauty until we see things as beautiful. Would you agree?
Of course. And I don't know how much time, I don't know, I don't look at time when we are in such deep, profound discussions. I would like to add in here, we all of us, beings, creation, each human has to sow, and then we reap all that. We keep sowing unknowingly, knowingly, and we have to reap that. Unfortunately, fortunately, whatever the situation is for each one of us, as we are individuals first, remember that. And we shall always reap whatever we sow, and the universe will keep giving us, keep throwing the ball on the wall, it's going to come back. The wall is not going to take it. You abuse someone, the person is not taking your abuses, it's throwing it back to you. So the wall keeps giving you the ball back. There is a lesson here for everyone. Stop doing that. Start connecting to yourself, and it is never too late. I want to tell people, because many come to me disappointed. I am this year old, I am 51, I am 61, I am 81. It's never late. The soul has no age. The soul has nothing late. In fact, it is better late than never. And you can start now. You can start whenever in the divine timing. It's never late. So please start knowing yourself, connect with yourself. You don't need someone to come and light your candle yourself, and start it, and see how many will come to elevate you and uplift you and hold your hand and hug you and kiss you. You don't need soulmates and twin flames here. You don't need people coming and making love to you. That is all silly. It is, you are make, the soul is always dancing, whether the body is in pain. A soul that is connected to the divine source is always in joy, is always dancing and celebrating. So each moment is a celebration.
I say God, joy is evidence of the presence of God.
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
Dr.
exactly.
Sunny, we're
We
at the
have
top.
so much common, and we are aligned so much. I don't know. We have so much in common. I don't. I so you can imagine the soul journey we are walking on.
Yanava, the name of the soul.
Yes.
Yanava.
Yes.
Yahanahavaha. Thank you for joining me in Center of Light Radio. I've been posting contacts on you throughout this interview. Is there something you want to share above and beyond, like where they can find your books? You have some ebooks, don't you, on your website? Is that right?
Yes. Yes. I have my ebooks on my website, and they can be taken from there, from my website.
Thank you for joining me in Center of Light Radio. You're always welcome here.
Oh, I feel so privileged and honored to be here. I thank you from the core of my heart and
The
from my
Dr.
soul.
Sunny core of your heart.
And I send everyone abundant, infinite love, light, peace to them and to their homes and to every creation on this planet. We definitely need it. All of us need it. And let's have that, and let's pray that the times ahead will be very, very peaceful and bright and glorious. Thank you very much. And keep shining, keep glowing, keep thriving. We need that. Keep connecting to your soul. Start it. Start it. It's never late. Please start it. If I can do it, others can do it. You can definitely do it. Thank you very much, Keith. Love to everyone. Lots of love. Thank you very much.
I'm going to go back to India before I leave this earth. I loved it. I loved it. For one, I knew nothing of it. I just knew I was on a soul journey, pilgrimage to see what gave me the charge I needed to become the sexy, beautiful human creature I am. But I want to go back. I want to revisit the motherland of India. I loved it. You know, I loved the busy traffic. I loved the little townships. It was just gorgeous. I met some little children that truly lit me up. These little children, all I had was an ink pen. I pulled into this little township because I'm in a taxi to get a soda. And all I had was an ink pen. And the taxi driver says, "Sadam, you been writing all day?" I said, "Yes." He says, "Grab your ink pen, follow me." I said, "Sure." So we get out the car, and all these children approach me. They're running up and down, bouncing up and down like rabbits. They're so excited to see a white boy. And so something inside me says, just grab their arm and draw a picture of a watch and a ring on their arm. So I took this ink pen and drew a picture of a watch on like 7 or 8 little kids. And they were like, "Sadam, Sadam, do me next. Sadam, do me next, do me next, do me. They were so happy with something so simple, yet so powerful.
Celebration.
Yeah. Celebration.
See?
Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. Keep in touch, and you're always welcome.
Celebration now, right now.
Right now.
Keep celebrating, guys. I love you all.
I love it. Everyone, Keith Anthony Blanchard here, hanging out with Dr. Sunny Kaur, spelled Kaur. Kaur. I actually got on YouTube today and said, "How do you pronounce that?" And it said Kaur. And I asked her, and she said, "It is." So from my core and her core to your core, I hope we all get the opportunity to soar to a greater possibility. That greater possibility doesn't only exist. It's you already. It is the very life fabric that gives you reason, gives you choice, able to breathe, able to eat. Isn't that sweet? Nurse on the divine teat, and you will see how life can be so just beautiful, delicious. You are loved beyond measure.